It is great to see you. I'm glad that you're with us. We got lots going on in our weather, so come on in. We'll check this out together. We're sitting at 6 degrees. We are definitely cold, clearing skies. We have some haze, we've got some mist, we've got some low clouds. We'll have some fog in the morning likely for a good portion of the Cowboy State. A little bit of a breeze coming in from the south, southwest, 5-10 miles an hour. 3 degrees for us in Casper, also clearing out. We've got also a little bit of that southeasterly flow, 3 miles an hour. We've seen some weather alerts for us. We have a winter weather advisory in the purple, a winter storm warning down in southwestern Wyoming, and that is going to affect a lot of our 80 corridor. We've had some crosswinds, we've had some road closures. Things have improved surprisingly fast though, even though we do have these weather advisories that are in effect. They're going to be with us as we get into our evening hours of our Friday. So they'll be with us through our Thursday. Looking down on Wyoming, we do see a development that is moving to the north and northeast of Rawlins. We have a storm system that is coming in across southern Idaho, affecting Pocatello. It's going to make it to western Wyoming. It'll get locked back from the higher elevations of the Rockies. And looking at this system that is moving up into Jeffrey City, it has its eye on Casper, and this is about 65, 70 miles. It's moving about 30 miles an hour. Don't be surprised to get a little bit of those snow showers as you're getting into the morning. Now, this is the surprise for you. We do have some snow totals. Cheyenne came in at 8. Casper worked hard to get to 2. Also Lander, Riverton. Horse Creek called in at 4. Laramie had 5 inches. We had Scotts Bluff at 13. Now this is accumulation over the last 4 days, so the storm that came through last 24 hours or so, there was 6-7 inches, 5 in some places, 16.5 for us in Centennial. Alta called in at 45.5 inches. Teton Village, 55.5 inches. A lot of that snow into western Wyoming, higher elevations, right where we need it. Cheyenne calling in at 4 degrees in the morning. It'll cool off a couple more degrees. We'll be in those mid-20s in the afternoon. We'll have some sunshine into the forecast. Wheatland, we're going to see a little bit of those clouds getting heavier. We could get a flurry overnight as well. Clouds are going to be fairly prevalent tomorrow into the afternoon. We'll have a sunny break or two, but only mid-20s, warm as we're going to get. Douglas, there'll be a cloud or two also. We get up into that upper 20s. Around the corner we go to Casper. We'll start out in the single digits. We'll make it into the mid-30s. It's not going to be too bad, above freezing by a couple of degrees. We'll also have some sunny breaks, but we'll have some clouds built in also. Riverton at 9 will be in the mid-30s. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day for us across much of our western region and that Wind River range. As far as our snow accumulation with this system that's coming in, most of that's going to be in western Wyoming. It's going to make it into some of our southern counties. It'll affect our I-80 corridor as well, but Evanston is going to get in on a dose of that. And here's what we have to look forward to in terms of this system coming in. It's mostly going to affect our southern and western counties and cities along the I-80 corridor. It'll get over the summit just a bit. It may drain down into the valleys and over into the western panhandle of Nebraska, and if it does, it'll bring some cold air. It'll be light accumulation, flurries for us here and there. That'll be for us as we get through our Thursday. Then we warm up. Sunshine comes back. What we have coming in at this point is going to be either a rain-snow mix or rain. We will have some moisture as we get into the latter part of the weekend for some of us, but for us in Cheyenne, we're going to transition into 50s. We'll see some of those really nice conditions. We get into Tuesday, mid-50s, not out of the question. Overnight lows will come up above freezing for us as we finish the weekend and get into next week. We may drop back down below freezing overnight, but still, those nice days are going to be really pleasant for us. Casper also going to get into the 50s. We may have a little bit of bluster for us as we get into Monday and Tuesday. That temperature transition is going to encourage that wind to pick up just a bit. So it might have a little bit of a bite to it in terms of wind chill, but 50s are better than what we are sitting at now, or especially this morning. Scotts Bluff, we're going to break into the 60s. It's going to be a touch of spring as we get forward through the latter part of the weekend into next week. For us in Riverton, also into the 50s. Beautiful weather headed our way. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of wind for us in Laramie, but not too bad, especially where we're going to be in the 50s. Now, we do have sports coming up next. You are not going to want to miss this. Casey Clark Merlott is in the house.